A trial date is set for a Wise County drug conspiracy, and we'll tell you about efforts to improve heart health in the region. I'm Nick Collum, and this is the Mountaintop Daily. A trial date has been set for 4 Wise County residents accused of a large meth distribution conspiracy, while a 5th defendant is scheduled to enter a guilty plea. 36-year-old April Marie Swindle of Coburn, 50-year-old Misty Ann Davis of St. Paul, 23-year-old Justin Wayne Dean of Norton, 40-year-old Brandon Mark Howell of Coburn, and 41-year-old William Matthias Mills of Coburn were indicted last month on charges of conspiracy to distribute more than 500 grams of meth, as well as 2 or more counts each of meth trafficking. Swindle and Mills are also charged with using a gun in a drug trafficking crime. Earlier today, U.S. District Judge Robert S. Ballou scheduled Swindle, Dean, Howell, and Mills to stand trial on April 27th. Davis, however, has reached a plea deal with prosecutors that will see her plead guilty to the conspiracy charge and 1 count of trafficking. The judge set a hearing for her to do so on October 23rd. Kentucky has the 8th highest rate of death from heart disease in the country, and the problem is especially bad in eastern Kentucky. Those are the sobering numbers behind the American Heart Association's efforts to improve health and wellness across Appalachia. Today, the association spoke about those efforts at the Southeast Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, and I sat in on that conversation to learn more. On Tuesday, October 14th, representatives from the American Heart Association paid a visit to the Southeast Kentucky Chamber of Commerce to discuss their latest East Kentucky health initiatives. They have also partnered with the University of Pikeville to improve CPR education in the Pikeville area. Executive Director Andrea Uten tells us more.
Today, we're so excited to be here in Pikeville talking about the work of the American Heart Association at the Southeast Kentucky Chamber Luncheon. I'm really thrilled to be able to share some of the great work that the American Heart Association is doing in partnership with the University of Pikeville as we really work to develop and improve CPR education at the University of Pikeville. We are nothing without our local partnerships. We are so fortunate to have such great volunteers from Eastern Kentucky and partners throughout the community that help us really identify the different gaps that each community faces and how we can really address those together. The American Heart Association has so many resources nationally, internationally, but really our goal is to pull everything together from that scientific background and really implement it in local communities at a level that is necessary.
Part of working together with UPike is to prepare people on campus in case of a cardiac emergency. They have been working closely with UPike's public safety team to ensure things go smoothly.
Working with the University of Pikeville on cardiac emergency response planning, and what that really means is that we are developing emergency response plans so that if something happens on campus and there's a cardiac emergency, everyone knows what to do and jumps into action quickly. So that includes everything from purchasing AEDs to training individuals on CPR and making sure that everybody's practicing that so that when something happens, we're prepared. And so we're really thrilled to get to work with the University of Pikeville and their public safety team, as well as many of the deans in the college, so that we can make sure everyone feels really equipped and safe here in the community.
Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about a program offering leadership skills to young adults from Appalachia. That's coming up when the Mountaintop Daily continues, but first, sports and weather.
With Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford. First off, a big congratulations to Connor Ratliff and J.J. Reynolds, who both took recruiting visits to Army football this past weekend. Big things are happening for these 2 young athletes, and Mountaintop Sports is proud to see local talent earning recognition on the national stage. In Kentucky volleyball news, freshman setter Cassie O'Brien just keeps stacking awards, earning her 3rd straight Southeastern Conference Freshman of the Week honor. The Wildcats picked up impressive road wins over number 9 Texas A&M and LSU, with O'Brien playing a key role in both. Congratulations to Cassie and the Cats. Meanwhile, Kentucky men's basketball enters the 25-26 season right where it belongs, to the top 10. The Wildcats come in at number 9 in the Associated Press preseason poll, marking the 58th time in program history they've opened inside the top 10. With 992 total appearances, Kentucky still leads all programs in AP poll history. Now to the Mountaintop Sports Super 7 football poll, where this week nothing changes at the top. The same 7 teams hold their ground, but there's something new this time. We've added a section showing which teams received votes, so if your team's on the bubble, go take a look. They might be closer than you think. Mingo Central just missed breaking into this week's top 7, but caught the attention of the voters, so keep an eye on the Miners moving forward. You can check out the full poll right now on our Facebook page and let us know what you think. But speaking of milestones, we did it. Mountaintop Sports has officially hit 25,000 followers on Facebook. From everyone here, a sincere thank you to all of you who made that possible. Your support keeps us on the sidelines, in the press box, and out covering the games that matter most. In Major League Baseball last night in the American League Series, it was Seattle over Toronto by a score of 10-3. Seattle now leads that series 2-0. And in a thriller last night, it was the Dodgers over the Brewers 2-1. For more information, be sure to follow the Mountaintop Sports Facebook page or visit mountaintop.news and click on the Sports tab at the top of the page. For Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford.
When the government took Social Security away from honest Eastern Kentuckians, Attorney Ned Pillersdorf got the hearings declared unconstitutional. When the women guards were harassed at Little Sandy Jail, Ned fought back, securing a $1 million verdict at trial. And when the state tried to shut down Cordia School, Ned fought back and kept the school open. Attorney Ned Pillersdorf fights for the underdog, and he's ready to fight for you.
Hey, are you stuck with a carrier that doesn't get you? Yeah, we get it. So at Appalachian Wireless, switching is easy and way more rewarding. With our promotions, you can port your number, grab incredible savings, and enjoy a service that feels a little bit more like home. Plus, we've got the latest devices and a team that's here just for you. So why settle? Visit us online or stop by one of our many retail locations today to see why we're the region's best network. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
A new nonprofit is aiming to give young adults from Central Appalachia leadership and cultural experiences overseas. Sheldon tells us more about the program.
This past June, local economic developer Blake Moss got an idea while overseas to extend international opportunities for young adults throughout Appalachia.
I'll be going back to Poland in May of 2026 to do meetings, develop partnerships, and try to get commitments from a university or a group there to send around 5 or 6 folks here to Appalachia so we can kind of get that exchange going with them coming here first. And then we'll look at going there. So there's going to be a lot of that back and forth in the beginning.
Moss stressed Tuesday that the initiative Cofields and Cobblestones is uniquely more inclusive than traditional study abroad programs.
I'll be releasing a lot more information about this in the coming months. My first trip to Poland with these 10 individuals, 18 through 28, likely won't happen until around June 2027. So I have some time to build this. There'll be different events, festivals, and I really plan for this to be a long-term idea and really a movement for Appalachia.
One plan for funding for the nonprofit is to look for private investors. Moss said this could speed the process along.
For almost the entire existence of this region, everyone else has been able to dictate how we've been seen across the world, right? So this is an opportunity for us to take our culture across the world and paint the picture that people see, right? Bring them here, see the real America. Because when I was in Poland talking to people about the United States, a lot of people had been to LA, a lot of people had been to New York, a lot of people had been to Miami, but that's not really what America is. And I think Appalachia exemplifies that more than anywhere.
Those interested can email Moss at blakemoss@cofieldsandcobblestones.org. Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Sheldon Compton.
That will do it for this edition of the Mountaintop Daily. Be sure to check us out at 6 p.m. every weekday on Mountaintop TV, the Mountaintop TV app, and the Mountaintop News Facebook page. With your Mountaintop Daily, I'm Nick Collum for Mountaintop News.